Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening at the Creekside. Today it's Perennial Palooza. We are going to be focusing on gorgeous perennials that you can be adding right this second to your garden. Of course, sometimes perennials do well being added in the fall or the winter, and then some other perennials do really well being added in the spring and early summer. So that's what we're going to focus on. It is classic North Carolina weather right now. The sun is popping out as it is sprinkling. It's lovely. You never know what you're going to get around here, so we're just going to go for it. As we say, we're sweet, but we're not made of sugar. We're not going to melt. We're going to have fun talking about perennials. So all of the perennials that we're going to be focusing on right now are ones that are available at the garden center. I would say the absolute vast majority of these are also available online. May currently sold out of them online. If we are, just hit that notify me when available, and as soon as we restock, you will get an email that says, hey, they're back in stock, and so you can purchase them. So what we're going to focus on are, like I said, are these gorgeous perennials up here at production. Just to kind of give you an idea, we are on the production pad at the production section of Creekside Nursery. What you'll see behind us with those orange tags, those are our online shrubs, perennials, those kinds of things. We're focusing on this section back here, and there are a ton of them. So grab your gardening journal, a pen, a pencil, or just take some screenshots and let's have fun together. Now, without a doubt, classic garden perennial is, oh yeah, is Shasta Daisies. Shasta Daisies are amazing, and sorry, my finger was getting pinched here. This is Daisy May, and Daisy May is that classic Shasta Daisy. Beautiful, massive flowers on them. They are going to be about 24 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and as Jerry said when I pulled it up, you can see those gorgeous roots coming out of there. I mean, these babies are excited. They are ready to get out of the ground. But Daisy May, like I said, classic, beautiful, nice big flower on it. If you want something a little different, then here we have the Marshmallow. Look at Marshmallow. Still in that Amazing Daisies series, but a nice big fat double bloom on that, really fluffy and puffy. So if you like daisies and they do really well in your garden, then plant a bunch of them, different varieties, different cultivars, and just have fun. The one thing that I have learned from daisies is you're going to want to have them in really well draining soil. Do not put them in an area that stays wet. They will rot and they will die. Ask me how I know. I know from personal experience. So Shasta Daisies love that really well draining soil. We only have a few more right here because we have most of them down at the garden center. But y'all, if you've been around me for any length of time, you know that my favorite lavender for the South is Phenomenal Lavender. It truly is phenomenal. It is blooming right now. She smells amazing. Classic lavender fragrance. This is going to get big, but it can handle the heat and humidity, the crazy weather that we have here in North Carolina, and does really well. This is going to be about 2 feet tall, 3 feet wide. You can use Phenomenal however you would use regular, other kinds of lavenders. They do really well dried. You can just shear them back, use them as cut flowers. Of course, your pollinators love them. I adore Phenomenal, and so it is a truly phenomenal lavender. The Penstemons this year, some of the new ones. This particular one, we have most of them, we have pink pearls and rose rhinestones. So just to kind of give you an idea, we have, always going to mix it up, pink pearls is the lighter one, and then next door we have the rose rhinestones. Pink pearls a little bit lighter, rose rhinestones a little bit more intense. Yeah, Honeybee, thanks so much for coming today, because she's in there just having a great feast after the rain we've had. But the Penstemons, man, I've got both of these in the cottage garden and they were stunning. The pink pearls was next in front of the lemon meringue baptisia, blooming at the same time. Gorgeous. The only thing I would say is they love the full sun. Obviously, when we're out here on the production pad, these plants love the full sun. My shade perennials, they're down there. We're really focusing on these full sun plants. Penstemons, great. After they finish blooming, give them a little cut and you might get a reflush. Also, Coreopsis. Coreopsis is another great low maintenance, easy peasy perennial. This particular one is the Scarlet Ribbons, and these are the designer threads series from Proven Winners because they are a threadleaf Coreopsis, meaning they have very fine foliage. Once these start, they don't stop. It's what we love about Coreopsis, covered in buds. Now, we just got almost 4.5 inches of rain yesterday. So even after all of that rain, still nice and tight. Yes, some of the flowers have been pushed down a little bit, but man, they are good to go. As is the Boom Chocolata. This is a classic. Love this geranium. Boom Chocolata is a full sun loving perennial geranium, nice dark foliage, beautiful purpley blue lavender flowers, has some nice height to it. Love this for a color contrast in the garden. You absolutely, like we have it paired right here with the Ascot Rainbow Euphorbia. Again, if you've been around me for any length of time, Ascot Rainbow, it is a spurge. This is the flower. Not so, amazing or attractive, but I love this plant. It is low maintenance. It does a great job. Absolutely can do the full sun. Beautiful color and texture. It does have a musky odor to it. I personally love it. Some people may not, but this is a great one. Low maintenance. Your critters don't like it. Achilles, the yarrows. Here we have, all the tags were flipped around, so I'm having to kind of do a little bit of looking here. This is the Firefly Peach Sky. And so you can see that it's getting ready to bloom. These yarrow are going to be much more upright. They're not going to be floppy. Of course, get those beautiful flowers. The Firefly Peach Sky is going to have a transition from creams to pinks, peaches, a little bit of orange. Beautiful. Tend to be critter resistant as well. Brand new this year, we have got, get one out. These are gorgeous plants. In fact, I need to snag some of these for the garden. Again, let's look at the roots. That is a sign of a beautiful perennial when you've got nice, beautiful roots, and you can just see the water pouring out. We have gotten so much rain. But this is that new summer heat. This is an Alstroemeria. So you'll see these a lot of times like in the garden center that are for cut flowers. Not the garden center, the grocery store for cut flowers. And the summer heat is a really intense red, orangey red with a yellow center. These are going to be about 3.5 feet tall, hardy in zones 6 to 9. Have some of these at the chicken coop and they are beautiful. Nice, gorgeous foliage on them, and they'll have those nice tall spikes full of flowers. Love this summer heat Alstroemeria. Without a doubt, one of our top selling perennials, we cannot keep this in stock most of the time at the garden center, is the Cat's Pajamas Nepeta, the Catmint. Y'all, Cat's Pajamas is amazing because it has those beautiful lavender purple flowers on it. Your pollinators go nuts. I've got bumblebees, I've got honeybees, I've got little butterflies down here just going to town on this. This is going to be a nice compact Nepeta. 14 inches tall, and just, y'all, it's beautiful. Like, it's lovely. People will ask, do cats attracted to it? Do they go nuts? Not really. I mean, we don't have a cat. We've had a couple of friends, customers that have cats, and they're like, well, they might show some interest, but it's not like they go in and destroy the plant. If you're looking for a pollinator attractor, Cat's Pajamas is beautiful. Now, we did the Scarlet Ribbons. Now we have the, that's still Scarlet Ribbons. We have 2 sections of Scarlet Ribbons. There you go, but look how beautiful it is. She's stunning, she's gorgeous. Let's see if that's still, aha. We had a little bit of Scarlet Ribbons. Now, again, let's look at those roots. Beautiful, happy, healthy. This is that, the Golden Needles? Yes. So Golden Needles, of course, now has a totally different color to it, right? Bright, cherry yellow with that red eye. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, because people will say, I want a perennial that blooms all summer. There's very few perennials that bloom all summer. Coreopsis is one of them, and you're going to love it. The Golden Needles gets about 20 inches tall, and these are hardy in zones of 5 to 9. So there you go for that. Brand new this year is a Thalictrum. I love saying that word, Thalictrum. This is Cotton Candy. Now, Cotton Candy, she has just finished blooming, okay? So if you see this top up here, imagine beautiful pink fluffy flowers that look just like cotton candy. But look at this beautiful foliage. So Thalictrums will obviously get some height to them. So here you have the tag for cotton candy. It is, I'm trying to read the tag upside down. It is going to be about, I'm going to take this away from you for a second, please. Thank you. It is going to be 3 feet tall, about 18 inches wide, hardy in zones 5 to 8. Yeah, beautiful foliage. It kind of reminds me of a bleeding heart foliage, but much tougher than that. So the Thalictrum with that cotton candy is beautiful. The Buddleias, the butterfly bushes, we have Violet Cascade. The Cascade series, of course, they get tall, but then they have these massive blooms that have that cascading habit to them. Fast growers. I'm telling you, if you want a beautiful butterfly bush, the Cascade series is great. Of course, Violet Cascade, it's going to be a beautiful violet color. The Nephothias, we have, it looks like we have 2 different kinds of Nephothias here. Red hot pokers. That's what we would know as from your grandmother's plant. We have got, get my tags here so you can see. We have got Solar Flare and Orange Flare? Orange Blaze. So your Nephothias, this is the Pyromania series from Proven Winners. So all the names have something to do with fire. These are gorgeous, y'all. Big, huge blooms on them. If you give them consistent water, they bloom non-stop. So they're gonna be in that 3-ish foot range. Beautiful. For us, they are actually a semi-evergreen. So a lot of times people look at them and they think they're a grass. And they're like, what is that grass that's blooming? Well, it's not a grass, it's a Nephothia, but I understand why you love them so much. Another brand new plant. This is a whole series, the Delospermas, the ice plants. So here we have Pink Radiance. Now, I posted a picture of this on social media, I don't know, probably about a month ago, that was up going the steps to the chicken coop, and y'all went nuts over this. Look at those beautiful flowers. And this whole series, they've got some really fun, bold colors. We've got another one over here. Completely different colors to them. But your ice plants, great, very low ground covers. For us, again, they were an evergreen. They were blooming very early. Love hot and dry conditions. Hardy in zones 6 to 10, low maintenance. Rabbits haven't eaten mine. You know, I'm dealing with some rabbit issues right now. But yeah, they're doing great. This is the other color. This is what, Razzle Dazzle? Yeah, so you have Razzle Dazzle in that gorgeous, really fun pink color to them. Yeah, they're great. Oh, here's another Nephothia. What color is this one? Oh, Hot and Cold. So you've got Hot and Cold, which is a beautiful bicolor, kind of that orange and that yellow all together. Lovely, just lovely. Your pollinators love them. The little bees can get their little honeys down in there and do great. Now, speaking of bees and pollinators, this is a beautiful selection of the chartreuse on the loose. And I'm gonna let Jerry come in here because we have got honeybees and pollinators all over this plant. Chartreuse on the loose is that Nepeta. It is that beautiful chartreuse color. Is a continuous bloomer with those nice purple flowers that the pollinators, like literally there are honeybees all over this thing. There's little small pollinators, little beneficial wasps. I see bumblebees, you name it. Very low growing and wide. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Here is another Coreopsis. This is what we call a non-branded Coreopsis. You'll see it's in a black pot. This is Uptick Gold and Bronze. And when I say that Coreopsis blooms nonstop, this is what I'm talking about. You're gonna get these beautiful flowers nonstop throughout the entire growing season. If you want to come in here and deadhead, you can. You can just pop the little heads off and that's fine. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But if you want to, it certainly can help the plant. These are going to be relatively short in that they're about 14 inches tall and hardy in zones 5 to 9. We've got more perennial geraniums. I love these two. These are great. First, you have the classic Roseanne. So Roseanne, if I can find a nice specimen of Roseanne is going to be really nice large flowers on it, lighter lavender, and then we have Perfect Storm. So I'm gonna put those two beside each other. So you can see that you could have these growing in the same garden and get a completely different look. Perfect Storm is gonna be more petite, smaller flowers, smaller blooms, as opposed to Roseanne is got bigger flowers and bigger leaves. Now, Roseanne, and I actually have both of these in my garden. Roseanne is like industry standard, like it is the classic. She is going to be kind of tall, and I say tall in that 18 to 20 inches height to it, whereas your Perfect Storm is going to be 12 inches, right? And they have that kind of that lowish but yet cascading look to them. We had a customer that wanted something to go over a rock wall. She took geraniums. They were perfect, and she took both of them to have different interest in the garden. Let's see, we've got Heucheras. We have got, oh, the new treasure trove. This is the Rudbeckia. Y'all, these plants are gorgeous. These are fast growers. Again, let's talk about healthy root system here. Look at that, beautiful. You can also see that we got those 4 inches of rain. Look at all that water pouring out of there. So treasure trove is going to be a really nice, big, floriferous Rudbeckia covered in flowers. Mine at the chicken coop are going nuts. Not blooming yet, but growing like crazy. They're going to be about 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, hardy in zones 4 to 9. We love Rudbeckias, those classic orange and black flowers. Pollinators love them, tend to be more critter resistant, but these are stunning plants through here. Absolutely gorgeous. More Nephophias. Let's see who this is. Oh, that's more hot and cold. So we got that. We have the silver lining. This is that great Artemisia. It is silver lining, yes. That has that beautiful silver color contrast. It's nice and low and wide. The great thing about this Artemisia is it doesn't root out. So as it spreads, it doesn't send down roots. So it's not pesky, it's not invasive. It is a beautiful, beautiful plant that is hardy in zones 4 to 9. A great color contrast. Imagine, look right here. If you had the silver lining next to the Midnight Masquerade, look at that. Isn't that beautiful as far as your color contrast? Of course, the Midnight Masquerade is going to get some height. So that's going to bring you height to your garden that, again, your pollinators love. We got bumblebees galore all over these plants. Nice, beautiful black foliage and those creamy white lavender flowers. Oh, is lovely. We've got more Coreopsis, that designer thread series, but yet a different color. So we have the creamy Calico. Creamy Calico obviously is going to give you a nice cream with some of that red maroon in there. They've not yet started blooming, but they are about to. Now, basically what we have from here on out, y'all, perennial hibiscus. Y'all have been asking and asking and asking and asking, when are they going to be ready? Well, they are ready. Your perennial hibiscus, they love the hot, hot temperatures. So we don't even get the bare roots until, what, mid-April? Early April. So they come to us as bare roots, we pot them up, and then once the temperatures go, man, they take off. And so we have got tons of different varieties. So generally speaking, I'm going to do the general overall, and then we're going to show the different colors. Your perennial hibiscus, they are perennial. They're very cold hardy. Generally speaking, they are going to be hardy in zones 4 to 9, I want to say. Look at us, we got it right on the first try. Zones 4 to 9. They love those full sun conditions to part sun. So I would say a minimum of 5 hours of sun. They love moisture. So if you have a wet area, somewhere that stays damp, they love it. Otherwise, if you can put them on irrigation, great. If you can't, you're still gonna get your beautiful flowers, maybe just not as much. Fast growers, once they start, they do not stop. And they come in a range of colors and a range of sizes. So what we have here that I just pulled out, and I put it back, is Evening Rose. Now this is the one that we have at the garden center. Evening Rose has dark foliage and then hot pink blooms on it. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, beautiful, fast growing, and this is more of that gumdrop, so it's a rounded habit. Gonna be about 4 feet tall on that. Then you can see we go from a dark foliage to a light, bright green foliage. This is going to be our Lilac Crush. Lilac Crush is, again, one of my favorites. Of course, you're gonna hear me say that a lot. This is a lilac color, very upright habit to it. So completely different than your evening rose. This is the one that we moved in our backyard. Man, they haven't missed a beat. They are doing great. The Lilac Crush can be 5.5 feet tall, and I would say they absolutely will be. And they have that lavender flower that even turns like a little bit of a bluish tint to it. Then we have over here, let's see, the Cherry Chocolate. This is a fun pinwheel of pinks and creams, just that beautiful swirl that has that dark foliage. So having those lighter colors with the dark foliage is fabulous. 4 feet tall on that one. Moving on down, I wanna say that this is probably gonna be, oh shoot, what's it called? Oh, I was gonna be wrong. I was gonna say that it was, what's the pink one? Edge of Night, but it's not. Cookies and Cream. So Cookies and Cream is one of the newest ones, black foliage with pure white flowers on it. Like a little bit of an Oreo, right? So nice, smaller, 3.5, 4 feet tall and wide. You can see though, you can see the different habits on these guys as we go through here. So Cookies and Cream, we've got Berry Awesome. Berry Awesome has been on the market for a couple of years now. Berry Awesome is going to give you those beautiful, nice raspberry pink flowers on kind of a green and darker foliage all at the same time on that one. 4 feet tall. Then we've got Short Guy. Who is this? Let me find my tag. Can I just say that the humidity, we knew this was going to happen. You get 4 inches of rain and then the sun comes out and you're like, oh, welcome to North Carolina. All Eyes on Me. Now, how fun is this? All Eyes on Me. Nice soft pink, hot pink center to it on that more green foliage. This is going to be 3.5 feet tall. You literally can have a ton of these summerifics in your garden and have completely different color and structure. Is this Edge of Night? Yeah. Here we have Edge of Night. I would say that Edge of Night, maybe next to Holy Grail, has the blackest foliage. But look at that flower. It is like iridescent pink. It glows. Edge of Night, beautiful. It's still gonna be shorter, but like, look at this foliage. Look at that. Get up in there. See how pretty that is? About 3.5 feet, 3 to 3.5. Very nice rounded, mounded habit to it. We have got, is that Berry Awesome again? Oh, Candy Crush. So Candy Crush, nice green foliage. It's gonna be a bit of a tall, 4.5 feet tall with that beautiful pink flower. It all really kind of comes down to what size do you want, what shape do you want, and what colors do you want. Here we have Stunning. Oh, no, that's more Edge of Night. There we go, never mind. Edge of Night's here again. And then we get into some of the black pots. So these are still from Walter's Gardens. Walter's Gardens, of course, is the home to the Proven Winner perennials. And so they have some of their own perennial hibiscus that are just not into the Proven Winners lines. Does not mean they are not fabulous plants. So here we have Starry Night. And Starry Night, as you can see, has that black foliage, but look at that beautiful pinwheel. Cream and pink just swirling all in there. I have this up at the chicken coop. It is a gorgeous hibiscus. This is going to be about 3.5 to 4 feet tall. And then we're getting around, see if I can find it here. One of the all-time most popular here. Last year we could not keep these in stock. That's not it. I'll find it here in a second. But this is Interglow. Interglow has more of a lighter eye, and then it fans out, nice ruffly edges with that nice pink, has that green and black foliage on it. Together, it is going to be 4 feet tall. Let's see, Jerry, where can we find, you know what I'm talking about? Here she is. She's on the end. Watermelon ruffles. This is the one last year we could not keep in stock. We had a few of them. Man, once people saw them, they were gone. Watermelon ruffles has that classic coral red watermelon color to it. Very ruffly petals on it that overlap. It is gorgeous. It's not, I won't say near black, but it's very, very dark with a little bit of green in there. These things are stunning. 4.5 feet tall and wide. If you want a watermelon ruffles, you need to get out here ASAP, because I've already got people growing them, like grabbing them and taking them home and putting them in their garden. So we have got, I'm telling you, tons of them. But these summerifics, they are so easy. Do not worry, especially if you're in our region, they're gonna survive the winter, I promise, because they may be late coming up because they love it really, really warm. But once those temperatures hit, then they will go ahead and explode. I've had multiple customers that came to me in the spring. I don't see my hibiscus yet. I don't see it. Should I just go ahead and pull it up? No, don't pull it up. Be patient, my darling. It will come. It just has to have the heat, because once they start growing, man, they just take off. So it is a great time to be planting these perennials in your garden right now. So if you have found this perennial palooza fun, informative, inspirational, we would love it if you would like and subscribe. Again, these are the ones that are available here at the garden center right now that can absolutely be added to your garden at this very moment, and they are going to thrive. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.